What is going on, everybody? This is Ross of the Burbank Misfits. And of course, I'm always joined with my wonderful co-host, CW.
Yeah.
And today we have a wonderful guest today, someone who have played many of games with on Twitch. They are the host of the And Now We Drink podcast. They are actor, producer. They've been doing a lot of stuff for a long time. They stream on Twitch and they do a fantastic job. You should go ahead and check them out. And you know, back in his young heydays, he used to run like a record label called the Double Tap Entertainment. You know, so without further ado, Mr. Matt Slayer, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said there was going to be a wonderful guest. When are they getting here?
Hey, you are the wonderful guest. I have sat curbside and watched you do your podcast, and I've known you for long enough. I've sat around and seen you do a lot of podcasts, and so I understand you are a wonderful human being.
Stop lying to your audience, Rossar.
Hey, hey, they might not want to accept it, but they will.
Yeah, they don't want to accept your lies.
I have not told a lie since yesterday.
In what time zone?
Hawaiian.
All right.
You got to think about what time is that?
Hawaii's like 2 hours behind us.
I think 3. I don't know. I just said the longest one that I know, and I know it's Hawaii. I think Hawaii is the last one.
I believe so. And I'm sure your audience is like, why are they discussing time zones? Why?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. We have talked about the most random stuff on this podcast, from anime to food to me not eating the food that my people think I should be eating, to foot fungus. We talk about a lot of random stuff on this podcast.
Yes.
So Slayer, real quick, tell them about yourself. Who is Matt Slayer?
Oh my God, who is Matt Slayer? Some days I don't even know, but I guess today I'm a very tired metalhead who puts out podcasts on a weekly basis, Twitch streams, occasionally does some non-sex performances, does some editing work. Like, I'm a guy who works too much. How about that? I think that's a good summary. I'm just someone who does not understand what work-life balance is supposed to be. And here we are.
I don't think there is such a thing as work-life balance anymore once you hit a certain age.
Right. You either are filthy rich or you just work till you die. Those are the two stages.
Exactly. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I was texting someone just now, like, that I'm doing like 9 things like right now, and I had to get ready for this podcast. I'm like, my brain is going to be in the podcast, but my mind is going to be all over the place. What?
I was just listening to what you said.
I'm doing 9 things at once. My brain is all over the place.
I heard you. Your brain's going to be in this podcast, but your mind's going to be all over the place.
Yes, it means I'm paying attention to what I'm talking about, but I'm going to have a lot of other thoughts in my mind. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I don't think he's with us.
I got it.
I'm just happy I decided to put on a shirt so I didn't like distract you with another thing in your mind.
I mean, like, he's not wearing a shirt right now.
I know. I showed up and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize this is a shirt optional podcast.
Yeah. It's always, I guess, shirt optional.
No, Slayer. Check this out. So when it comes to him, like back in the day, we used to do a YouTube show, and like Real Touch, like the segments, like the Pocket Pussy. They act like we said jokingly, we're gonna do a review of their stuff, and they tweeted back at us, and we're taking bets if CW is gonna be wearing a shirt in the video or not.
Yeah, because I just never had a shirt.
I mean, why would you wear a shirt while you fuck a pocket pussy?
No.
That's weird. That's like, weird to just keep a shirt on while you're fucking a pocket pussy.
It was on YouTube.
That's true.
We were just talking about it though, so it was just.
But
hilarious.
At the same time, like, what if you just don't? What if it's like wearing, like when you wear a shirt in the pool?
Well, yeah, that sells how confident and sexy you are when you're like, I gotta wear a shirt in a pool. No, and you're gonna Pooh Bear a fucking pocket pussy? Like you're sticking your dick in the jar of honey?
Oh, Piglet.
So let's I'm gonna jump on a few different things, but I do want to talk about Twitch since I do power around with you on that. Tell everybody, what do you usually play so they know what to look for when they play you outside of when you try to kill me on stream.
Try, I succeed, sir. Succeed. So I'm a variety.
I'm around screaming.
I'm a variety streamer. Right now, on Thursdays, we have my community game night, which Rawstar is part of my community. We play Goose Goose Duck, which is an Among Us clone, a superior Among Us clone, I may add. If you join the community and come hang out and prove that you're a real person and that you're not going to get us kicked off Twitch, you can actually come play with me and Raw.
Yeah, and you'll hear me actually lie and get away with it, or get thrown out as a dodo, and because they just assume that I'm always not telling the truth, that I'm always suspect. We throw Matt out just because it's Matt. They think
I unfortunately made the mistake. I don't know if it's a mistake, but I established my dominance in the game early when we started playing in the middle of the pandemic, and no one's trusted me since.
I mean, you say things that aren't trustworthy, so it just automatically I was in this room. No, you weren't.
See, it's all about consistency of play. That even if I am part of the crew or not part of the crew, if I'm constantly untrustworthy, you don't know what to trust.
True.
Exactly. So, but yeah, you have to check it out, because he streams on Matt Effin Slayer on Twitch. So, but go ahead though, finish your. What else do you play? Because I know that I catch some of your non-Thursday streams sometimes.
So the community and I have actually started playing GTA Online. I know we're playing a game that's fucking almost 10 years old, but we have some real fucking interesting content that's going to come out of it sometime in the near future. I don't want to reveal it just yet because it's still in the fucking works, but in the meantime, we are streaming GTA Online and just being fucking hooligans.
I've never played that game.
It's fun.
I like that. People always come up with some really inventive, fun stuff, funny stuff. Playing GTA.
Well, I'll pitch it to you, CW, when we're off air, because I don't want to reveal it until I actually get it worked out.
We're not going to tell the business. We gotta keep them guessing. We gotta keep them guessing what Matt is brewing.
Yeah, proprietary blend.
It will be. It definitely will be.
The thing is, I enjoy watching GTA. I just never actually sat back and actually played GTA.
It's one of those games that, honestly, it's only fucking fun if you're playing it with other people. Soloing it, it's you just end up in lobbies with people that just troll and grief you, and it's just this is fun. Or you're just sitting there grinding for fucking in-game money. It's cool. My second job is online crime. Awesome.
For me, I enjoy playing games with humans these days, because I feel like a lot of solo games just get super boring to me. I believe it's literally only one game that I play that is solo, and that's Tales of Mysteria. Every other game, from League to Goose Goose to every other game that I even enjoy playing, is a 2-player game. Yeah, it's just not the same for me anymore. It's just I need someone to joke around with while I'm playing with, if we're playing a fighting game or something. So,
well, yeah, I think developers feel that way too. It's not like back in the day where to play with someone you had to have them on the fucking couch with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So games are developed where no, we want people to play together over the fucking internet. So that the single player is a fucking afterthought in a lot of cases.
Well, I mean, even if I'm playing on a couch with somebody, it still feels like I need another human just in the room. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right playing by myself all the time.
It's always better to play with others than play with yourself.
Exactly. And everything you can think of, from video games to sex to double, yeah, everything you need another human for. Nothing gets fun solo.
I agree.
Yeah. I can't fault that. You're right.
Exactly. Especially the older you get, the more you want someone to make sure. You need a spotter. You need a spotter in video games, like you need a spotter in everything else. So Slayer, tell us about your podcast. Your and Now We Drink.
I have a podcast?
Yeah, you have a podcast where you and everybody else on it gets very somewhat intoxicated or very intoxicated, and they talk about stuff.
Oh man, I must have blacked that out.
I've listened to a few of them, and I was actually in the room for one of them, and I found that super hilarious because I had to sit there and be quiet and while I just observed. And
I mean, you failed on a couple occasions.
Well, I was asked a question, like y'all said, raw. Yes, y'all brought me into it. I was just like one of the people on the sidelines, like just watching. So.
It's true. I tried to marry Raw off on air, and it just didn't work out.
And I told them no.
I got her drunk enough that she proposed, and you shot her down.
Hey, I mean, yes, I shot her down. That wasn't a good enough proposal. I didn't know what was in it for me.
I mean, possibly marital bliss.
Yeah, but the bliss part is always, it takes time.
Well, I mean, you got to say yes to start the process. We lost CW.
We lost CW. He'll come back eventually. I believe that his phone just went off for some reason, and yeah. But anyway, it's cool. It's cool. He'll come back.
So, yeah. All right.
But, go ahead. No, the thing is like lost my train of thought. Yeah, you try to marry me off, but I kind of just said I'll think about it. So it wasn't technically a no. I just had to weigh my options.
Yeah, every woman wants to hear that. Oh, I'm weighing my options.
Hey, if I am not
way to make her feel special.
If I'm not dating that person, that's like this isn't a 12-day fiance. This isn't love marriage on first sight. Like one of those reality shows. And then it's just like, oh, like I had only known that person for a month at the time.
But she was basically living in your house for that month.
I mean, they're here now.
Right. So I don't know why you didn't say yes. You're obviously not kicking her out.
I mean, they weren't here all last month, so.
Exactly. She lives there. You might as well marry her. It's tax season, man. Get that tax break.
No, like it's hard sometimes when you gotta weigh all the options of what marrying an adult performer comes with.
I mean, I've only almost done it once, so.
See, but you have choices.
Well, everyone has choices.
Oh no, you have more than one person fighting for to get slayed.
I do? Fucking where are they? Like they're not.
That's the story. That's a story, and I'm sticking to it. Just like CW.
I mean, Ross, sure. Is there like there's a Matt Slayer like? Oh no.
We're talking about marrying.
Apparently, there's a Matt Slayer fan like wants to get banged fan club that I don't know about. Ross Star's the president of or some shit. Like he's managing my fan club or some shit. He's like, oh, you got all these options. You got all this pussy being thrown at you, and I'm like, I mean, it happens on occasion.
He tells me that all the time too, and I'd be like, where, who, this person. I mean, this person. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, you just got to talk to him.
That's really weird that he's talking to you about my sex life, man. That's really weird.
No,
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, but
I mean, your sex life is legendary.
Yeesh. I probably should stop talking about it on air so much. Fuck.
you just like CW. You walk up to me like, I don't know. I've had better.
Whatever. Don't
walk away.
I love all you ladies. Don't listen to Raw Star. You all the best.
I don't love any of you. We had fun. There's no love involved, and it's mutual. Come on, they don't love me either. We had a good time.
See,
we had fond memories, hopefully, and some unpleasant ones sometimes. That's life. It's okay. You all don't have to love me.
I've had a lot of unpleasant ones, so I get it.
Well, you gotta stop being so mean to him, Raw. You gotta stop being so raw to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only raw when I need to get rid of them. But I am the sweetest person that they can meet until they hit.
And then he just cut him off. He just stopped talking to him. Like, who are you? What?
Exactly. Why is that a bad thing?
They're not even left on red. He don't even open the text.
Actually, you know what? I don't. I just, because like when they text me, you could read it because like it shows a little bit of it. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna open that up. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Nothing. I'm gonna leave it just like that. So it bothers them more because they know I didn't even like give them the benefit of opening their messages.
Do you keep your read receipts on for that fact?
Not it's turned off right now, but my other phone it did. So, or sometimes like, and if like I'm really mad at them, what I would do is like we'll open it, say I type the word the, and then delete it so it shows like the dot thingies, and then just close it.
Use a jerk.
Wow, Raw.
That's diabolical.
So they know that I started to think about something to say back and just say, you know what?
No,
I'm good.
So do you go back and delete their podcast appearances too? Is there just holes in the back in the lineup?
I don't delete nothing. I will leave everything up. Like there's people who have crossed me that are
crossed him
that are on my YouTube somewhere, and I just left it up because it was already out there.
Crossed me.
Do you go on a second account and start leaving bad comments on the video?
Oh, I don't do that though. Like I won't go on and leave bad comments, because if I leave bad comments and it's my stuff, it's kind of counterproductive.
Well, that's why I was wondering how petty you get. Like, will you shoot yourself in the foot to be like, fuck this person?
Oh, the thing is like with me, I would just tell people enough that, like, for example, if me and this person over here, let's say this person's name is Bob, and they told me some personal stuff, I would never tell someone that personal stuff. But everything else that that is not personal, like that I know about them, I will tell everybody that part. So
what you're saying is, like, if you didn't get that personal information from them, like,
what I mean is
like what if you like found out they had genital warts from like a third party? Is that fair game?
Yes.
Damn.
I mean, for example, if CW told me today, I killed a man and left him in the LA River, okay, I would take that to death with me because that's a secret that I'm not going to tell you.
But if I told you CW murdered a man and left him in the LA River, that's fair game?
Yes.
Wow.
So CW, you need to like get off air real quick and go move that.
What you talking about?
I mean, my bad. Shit, are we recording right now? Fuck.
So yeah. So basically, if someone tells me something personal, I would never tell that. But
if you hear rumors about him, you're gonna be like, I'll tell you the rumor. I'll tell you what I heard.
I'll tell you the truth.
I got a whole list of rumors I gotta go make up real quick. Who you mad at right now, Raw?
Hey, if it's true like and I can verify it, then yeah, it's fair game.
Wait a minute, how much effort are you gonna put into verifying shit about people you don't like?
Oh, I mean, like I like
quite a bit of work to make
the thing is like true. Like a lot of people tell me a lot of stuff, you know, and like depending on who it comes from, I know if I can believe it or not. You know, so and I weigh it like that, and I don't go around like even if I don't like the person, I don't go around purposely just run up to everybody, blah 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 blah
blah. But if you ask about
if it comes up in conversation, I would say yeah. I mean, I've purposely have told people not to shoot with people because of this and this and this reason, and I have not cared. And yeah, and I would still do it against these certain individuals.
Well, at the end of the day, telling someone you care about to not shoot with someone who's potentially a predator or anything like that,
they immediately put them on their no list.
Right, like that. Yeah. That's looking out for your friend. That's not doing anything
fucking
bad.
It's just because that I don't get along with them. It's not about everything else. It's just like I don't get along with this person, so put them on your no.
They're like fuck them.
Yeah, I literally had someone phone before, and this person was asking them in their DMs, "Would you mind shooting content with me?" And I picked up their phone and I typed, "I am sorry, Rockstar says I cannot shoot with you," and I sent it.
Did this person know you did that?
Yeah. You sound
real pimpish right now, Rockstar.
They handed me their phone.
I don't know, in a good way.
You handed me their phone. And I just wrote that.
Let me see who text you.
No, they were telling me.
Rockstar. Poppy Rockstar said you can't shoot.
Because everybody
put him on your no list now.
Everybody trusts my opinion, and they listen to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Rockstar.
What did that talent have to fucking say about that? Like they come have
they messaged me and apologized.
I'm sorry, Daddy Rockstar. I'm sorry.
I can say that. I got this. I still got the
I'm
messages.
sorry. I heard
they actually
I offended you. I'm sorry, man. Please. I want to just make some content with the ladies.
Yeah, they actually because I have them blocked on Twitter. So they messaged me from a different account on Instagram, and they sent a lengthy apology.
So you made someone start a burner account to apologize to you, is what you're telling me. Yes. And then after the apology, you're just all like, nah, fuck that dude.
Yeah, I did. And I said, nope, I don't accept your apology.
What did this person do to you, Raw? What did they do?
They did a lot of stuff as far as being very vindictive to someone who was helping them out. Like, for Slayer, I'm gonna say this. I don't care because I'm not gonna say this person's name. But if someone was staying at your place and you only charge them $25 a month for 3 months, and that fourth month you're in an Airbnb and you didn't charge them at all, and they stay in the Airbnb, is that a good deal?
I mean, it's a deal that wouldn't exist in my world. I'm not letting someone stay at my house for $25 a month.
Okay, but still, is that a good deal to give to a different human that you want to help out? That's just joining
them.
I mean, it's good for them.
Yes. Okay. And I was just saying, okay, whatever. Then I moved to Florida, and then I came back 2 years later. I needed a place to stay for 5 days. Okay. I couldn't stay with CW for certain reasons, whatever. So I hit this person up. Hey, can I stay at your place for 5 days? While my place I'm moving into gets ready. Okay. They said no. I am the reason they became homeless. They had 4
Where'd you end up staying? Did you end up staying with me?
No, I ended up staying in an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, no, that was when the fire.
This is before the fire. So
when you stayed.
So how did you make them homeless?
Because they did not find a place within the 4 months they had to go.
So you kicked them out?
No. Okay. I think they came in like February, March, April. Yeah, and then I told them I am moving in 4 months. They knew that, and I told them I'm only going to charge you this amount for the 3 months, whatever. So they had the 3 months. They were only paying $25.
So what you're saying is they were $75 short on their security deposit and became homeless.
No. They paid me the $25 each month.
Right. They were short that 75 on a new apartment. They were short exactly 75. That charged them $25 made them homeless, Raw. That's so ice cold of you, man. You could at least offered them their $75 back when you came back into town.
They ended up going into one of those places where it's like 8 people to a room. I don't know what it's called. When it's
Jail? Jail?
No, one of those houses where it's like bunk beds everywhere, and people pay to stay on a bunk bed.
Sounds like LA County.
So they went there, and it was like they blamed me for them ending up in there. And even though I was almost about to like let that slide, they started saying crap about a lot of my friends, about a lot of negative stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm washing my hands, using some sanitizer and cleansing my hands of this person. And I will tell everybody the truth about this person, not on here, but personally, and not care.
So, for everybody listening out there, don't you cross Rawstar, because he knows he's heard a lot of shit about you, and he doesn't mind other people about it.
He has folders.
Why do you have folders? Why do you have it in a hard copy format? Why?
Because you never know when you'll need it.
Man, that's way too much effort.
Because like the thing is like I'm known for having like remembering like dates and stuff about individuals. I'm good at remembering crap, and like people like sometimes ask if I can verify what I'm saying. Oh yes, I can. I have it on two like one main hard drive, and I have it on a computer I rarely open, but it's on that computer. This is
getting disturbing,
right?
I have blackmail on a lot of people.
Bro, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable here, man. You're like, I don't really do drugs. I don't swear, but I have blackmail files. Like, what is happening here, Raw? What is happening?
Vici.
I mean, like, it threw you off when you found out that I engage in 420 sometimes, but I don't drink, I don't swear, and I don't do any other hard drugs.
But I'll blackmail a motherfucker.
Yeah, I blackmail him.
Well, no, it's more so.
I always like to have private information about everybody I know.
It's more so just in case.
It keeps things nice.
In case of what,
just in case.
In case of what?
I mean,
I have to destroy one of my friends' lives.
Former friends.
In case you put me in a position. Put me in a position that I'm backed against the wall. I have stuff.
Hey, CW, real quick. Blink twice if you're here against your will.
He honestly is here against his will.
For the audio audience, there were some blinking that just happened. Oh my God, Raw! You're making CW you're blackmailing CW to do this show. That is so fucked up, man. Fucked up.
In some ways, I am, which is
hashtag free CW.
That's right.
Which is a little messed up, and he sort of is against his wills here sometimes, especially
sometimes. Do you make him show up shirtless? Like, are you like,
no?
Put on a shirt.
Off. No, he be sliding, but Rawstar does slide my DM and be like sending me other people's tweets, like, "Hey, this person's tweeting about this person's tweeting."
Okay,
hit him up.
Okay, I don't know if I can say something or why I gotta do that.
I mean, it's your show. You can say whatever you want.
Am I free to say that, CW?
Well, say what you trying to say.
Why I said that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You just want me to. It's you trying to hold me out to the porn industry. That's what you're doing.
Hey. Okay.
He like, hey, guess what? We got this podcast.
Okay.
But
okay,
we got some ding-a-ling over here too if you want it. So what you want to do?
You gotta make it seem like no. Okay, here's the thing.
I'd be like sitting there, hey, why don't you just come by the crib? And I come by the crib, and it's just like someone there, and I'd be like, I just wanted to come hang out and play video games for All-Star. And he's like, nah, you know what you gotta do.
He's standing out and pimping him out, which sometimes is true, but
whoa, wow.
Oh.
Damn.
What the thing is, the thing is this is that he like a long time ago, he shot something once, and I'm like, okay. Ever since then, I'm like, you can do it again, and I just send him random people like, hey, here you go. Here's an alley oop. She's waiting for you, and and then he looks at it. Sometimes he sits back and thinks about it, and then he just ignores it.
I'll laugh because I'm like, it's very, I don't know. This industry is there's so much pressure. Everyone trying to pull you into it. I feel like a young girl that just got off a bus.
So CW, when he does pimp you out, does he have to watch?
No.
I definitely don't watch.
He just likes to talk to them and hear them like talk about me, I guess. He's weird.
Okay,
hey, don't kink shit. Sorry, whatever he's into, like it's cool.
No, I'm not. It's not like that. He just be like, oh, he'll be like, so what do you think about Chris? And I'll be like, oh,
I don't even ask that question.
Oh no, they just talk to him. Apparently, that's what he say.
No, and it just all goes in a file.
No,
Chris,
no, because
have you seen your file? Have you seen it, like how fat your file is? Like, does he have all like, your ratings of your hookups of these girls he's talked to?
Oh, I know he's probably got at least a gig. A gig of, I don't know.
Just testimonial videos. Like he's just interviewing these girls after you hook up. So how is CW? Did he do that thing you like?
Oh, he seems kind of cold. Oh,
I wonder if Rockstar goes through and like edits the testimonial videos, like adds a score to it. Like there's music and there's like transitions to the whole interview. It's a whole affair.
I get everything shared with me, so it sometimes is very intriguing things that I hear.
Oh God. Because I'll be honest, because like Rockstar is like the person I know, kind of, I guess, that's attached to the industry. I guess besides, I guess I do this podcast too. I keep forgetting that, but I don't really talk to anybody. So, like,
you hang out with one other person.
Yeah, they kind of end up talking to him because like I don't talk that much. So they'll be like, your friend doesn't talk, let me talk to you. Or like somehow everybody knows Rockstar, so it's just like, oh, Rockstar.
Yeah, everybody just come to me, or they say, can you connect me to your co-host? Exactly. And that's what I get. So
I just sound like a slut bucket.
You are. But yeah, so I keep a file, Slayer.
Do I want to know what's in my file?
Honestly, I don't have much of anything on you.
Yet.
That doesn't sound like there's nothing.
I got a couple things.
Just a couple things here.
Like anything that I've heard about you, Slayer, is just in my memory and not on paper.
Shit. This is disturbing, man.
I know. I'm a little weirded out. I didn't realize I was gonna come on a podcast and find out that like, oh, there's blackmail information about you. I'm like, fuck did I do? I mean, I've done some shit drunk, but
I mean,
I didn't know I was worth being blackmailed, potentially being blackmailed or something.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it like this. Slayer, have you heard why they said you didn't do your show last Thursday? Like what the ongoing rumor was while we were in there waiting for you? And the
this
thing
is scary.
No, listen. The story was funny. And the thing is, the joke we were saying in the Discord, it fits you.
No one told me what the fuck y'all were saying while I was.
So while we were waiting for you, they said you said you might be late, and they said like the ongoing rumor was you got stabbed by a prostitute. That was the ongoing thing that we had said like while we were sitting there waiting for you.
Well, that is obviously not true. First and foremost, any sex workers who come into my home, I pat them down first to disarm them from weapons. I know better.
Smart man.
But that was the ongoing thing we were talking about the entire. Until we went live. That was the ongoing thing we were joking about.
And it was obviously a joke. The reason I was late last week was I was doing a podcast with the homie Annie Cruz, back on the show.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But when I came into the room, that was the very first thing that I heard. It said, "Hey, Raw, Slayer's not gonna be here. We're speculating he got stabbed by a prostitute."
Damn.
And I'm like, what? And like, they didn't say speculating at first. And I'm like, he got stabbed by a prostitute. I'm up here about to text you like, you okay, bro?
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, if that had actually happened, I wouldn't have posted on Discord, "Hey, running late."
Well, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I just like when I came into the room before I even read the Discord. I came into the room because I come in first before I read anything. And as soon as I came in there, it was like, "Hey, Raw, we're speculating a Slayer got stabbed by a prostitute because he said he might be late." And I'm like, for real, I'm up here about to text you like, "You okay, bro? I just heard you got."
I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put this out on the internet. No one on that list is on my emergency contact list. If I get stabbed, I am not posting to Discord. By the way, running late. Just putting that out there. None of you are being contacted via Discord. Something like, no, I'm going to go to the hospital and be like, "I got mugged."
That's a good one.
I'm just saying, like, so line. If that story is believable to some people, because I forget who else came in afterwards, because they believed it also. So if that is the rumor that went around and people believe that could happen to you, just imagine the stories that people may have out there about you.
I'm just saying, if you believe that story, something's wrong. I understand it's far-fetched enough where it's like, oh, that's a weird lie to make up. But critical thinking for a second, guys. Come on. Raw, come on.
Hey, we know your lifestyle.
I didn't realize that I was out here or had prostitute money.
BRB.
Hey,
I'm proud that people think that I have extra money to spend on sex workers at the moment. Like
we know you were balling.
People are like out here. I'm thinking I'm balling or some shit. Like, oh yeah, I can afford someone who's $50,000 a night. Sure,
50. Jesus,
I got that Charlie Sheen money.
There's always Figueroa.
I don't even know this.
Yeah, that's dark. Today is dark.
I actually was driving in South Central like a week and a half ago and pulled down some side street. I'm like, oh shit, there's actually like people working the street down here. Like, I didn't think people still did that.
No, I didn't really think it really was a real thing, but like it's like really people walking up and down. Like,
oh yeah, like it was like 75th and Fig.
You know the street and everything. You remember the street. See, that's even more so.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, cause I just pulled down a goddamn side street and I'm like, the fuck? And
it's like
obvious.
Because you gotta think like, how does this work? Like nobody, you gotta like the police gotta come by and be like, I know what's happening here, right? And they're not gonna be like, hey, disperse. It's just like, Why are these women with thongs on the street?
Well, and my first thought, like, I'm obviously not cruising for, ass down there. I was working. And the first thought is like, this has to be a police sting. This is too fucking blatant.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
I mean, I guess I would.
But these days they're more so like, saying, hey, you got so many roses.
Right, exactly. That's why, like, this is full on like 1970s looking, like, hey baby, looking for a date? Like, the fuck? Like, this has to be a police sting.
Fucking deuce.
Yeah, exactly. There's like just random side street in South Central. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, how are the police not just rolling down Fig? Because one girl was like literally on like Fig and 75th.
See now, you're pretending location. Everybody listen to the podcast and is gonna go to that corner right now.
Hey,
and say,
if they want to go, want to go support some sex workers, that's on them.
No, I'm all in support of people making their money. Just do it safely. That's all I care about. We lost CW again, I think. But yeah,
you lost me again. I'm still here.
There you go. I can hear you now. Yeah, so you need to get off of that dollar store Wi-Fi. He can't hear me.
Raw. You couldn't just let him come over to your house.
Just his iPhone is about to catch fire.
I mean, no, the thing is, yeah, but like he lives like just far enough away that it's like a journey. Like he lives closer to your location than he lives to my location.
What you're telling me is I should let CW come over here and record. Okay.
I mean, if you want a person over there that's topless with tattoos, yeah.
I mean, generally I do, but I generally prefer them with tits.
See, I'm in full support of that.
And we lost CW.
Yeah, we lost. Like I figured, but no, just as long as the person is safe. I don't care what they do. It's all about that little balance.
Exactly, it's their life. They can do whatever the fuck they want, as long as like they're sex workers by choice. Have at. But
yeah,
I love that like my community is just shit talking and thinking that I'm getting randomly stabbed.
Yeah, I mean it was funny because like when everybody figured out we were all joking, whatever, and it was just like it's funny because we could see it happening.
I couldn't. It's my life.
I mean, we would never want you to be stabbed by a random prostitute, but it's just I can see that.
I mean, real talk. I'm not into paying for sex workers just because I don't like the transactional nature of it. I want to feel wanted.
Exactly. I feel you. You want to feel loved at least a little bit.
Well, for that, at least for that moment.
At least for however long it takes to finish.
Right. Exactly.
Like give me that, and I'm good.
I am much more likely to get stabbed by a random I picked up at a bar. So that's a much more believable lie.
But it was too early for the whole bar talk. It was only like 7 or something.
Dude,
like
bars
that.
Open at 6 a.m.
Yeah, but even though you drink a little more later than at like 5 a.m.
Are you kidding, Rod? Like, do you have cameras set up in my house? How do you know this?
It's just an assumption.
Oh no. I mean, there's a reason I know that bars open at 6 a.m. Every once in a while, you gotta like, all right, time for some kegs and eggs.
Like, I don't drink anymore, but I keep alcohol in the house so people don't gotta go out and get it. See, I'm a supplier. I'm the pusher man when it comes to
supplier, pimp. I see how it is, Raw.
Exactly. Why do you think I gotta hold over people?
So, well, as long as I got you on the record, who are these randoms that are clamoring for my meat? Apparently,
I mean, no, we're still on the podcast right now, so I can't.
I know. I'm trying to get you on record.
I mean, like, I know there's individuals out there.
These are fictional people that like, there's a possibility that.
I mean, there's individuals out there you may have met either at one of the clubs that you have had to have guests on. They'll be more than willing to be slayed by Slayer.
This is news to me, folks. News to me.
I mean, you might just not sit back and realize it because you're trying to be professional when you're doing what you're doing. And they just might be like just busting it open wide open for you.
Oh, no, I generally pick up on that.
So, and then you just miss the opportunity because they were ready for you that night, and then you just wasn't aware. And then the next day it's too late.
Oh, well, then they obviously weren't that down.
So I'm just saying.
Do you have actual names here, or are you just making assumptions, Ron?
I'm making assumptions.
Oh, you're making assumptions. Oh.
Because there's some people I've seen that I don't know their names.
Like, oh,
that girl was... because I've seen you do stuff at a club we used to do the podcast at, and the other place we used to go to, they used to just be in the back, whatever. And like I see people like they was just, like they probably were down, and you just probably didn't realize they were down.
I think this is all just assumptions on your part, Raw.
Hey, no, I read the room when it's not about me. Like I study people when it comes to this.
All right.
Yeah, I study people when it comes to this. This is what I do. I'm a like investigator when it comes to this. So, and I take notes. Like, okay, this person might go home with this person tonight if this person realizes it, and if they don't realize it, they missed out on whatever that person.
But why the fuck aren't you tapping me on the shoulder to be like, yo?
I mean, like you never know what somebody is already set up.
Well, guess what? I like options.
I mean, we all enjoy options, but
then why wouldn't you tell me as your friend? Why wouldn't you come up to me and be like, "Yo, if you ain't got nothing else going on tonight, she's down to fuck." You dumb motherfucker.
Because
she's down to fuck tonight, Matt, and you're not paying attention. You're too busy worrying about your fucking paper. She wants to fuck you, Matt. Why are you not telling me this, Raw? You're just like, hey, man, have a good night.
He did that to you?
Apparently. I didn't even know he was doing that to me.
Nah, Rockstar is good for that. He'll tell you, like, what after. Oh, yeah, she wanted to.
Yeah, but the thing is, because I observe, I look at it, I just
change your ways, Raw. Be proactive. Tell your friends in the moment. Don't be like 6 months down the road, but like, yeah, she had a thing for you once, but like, I'm sorry, you didn't do shit about it. I didn't tell you because I thought it'd be funny to tell you 6 months down the road on a podcast.
No. Because sometimes I thought y'all already set it up.
Well, guess what? It doesn't help to tell someone state your fucking opinion. What, you're afraid that like if we had already set it up, I'd be like, no, man, I'm embarrassed. I'm not gonna fuck her now that Raw knows.
I mean, you never know.
Well, what's the harm in fucking telling me, Raw? You just don't want to see us happy. I see how it is, Raw. I see how it is.
Well, Slayer,
you just want to put it in your file and be like, that's another hookup that I could have made happen, but I'm not.
But I didn't. I control who hooks up with who.
Right.
Okay, like, both of y'all.
You only get to fuck when I say you get to fuck.
As long as I decide you're gonna get to fuck them, and then when I decide you're done, you move on.
I mean, is Raw actually coming in the room and being like, "Yo, CW, you're done now"?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But Raw, no. I haven't popped yet. Like, no, I said it's a wrap. Get the fuck out.
It's a wrap. It's done. Tell her goodbye.
No,
delete her on social media immediately.
Right. Tell her that you can't see her anymore because Rawstar says so.
I mean,
put her on your no list in real life.
Yes, I put that up. That second part is accurate.
Real life no list.
That second part is accurate.
Maybe I don't want you to tell me when I can fuck people, Raw. I don't want to put people on a real life no list because you say so.
I mean, you would want to if I say you would say, oh,
yeah, you'd want to, otherwise shit may go wrong for you.
Rob. You're like, I could tell you something to put them on a no list, but you're like, oh, I don't feel like telling you until it serves me. But shouldn't I just know?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when I tell people this and that, they'll say, well, it don't apply to me yet. And it's like, okay.
Raw's like, hold on, I'll tell you. I just have to go to the files.
I mean, like, yes. You got it. I learned this very young, that you have to make sure that you have a contingency plan about everything. So that's why I keep the files.
There's a whole room in Rawstar's house that just looks like a fucking file, just full of filing cabinets. Like, are you hiring a secretary to just like organize this shit for you, Raw?
See, I don't got it like in paper form. That's
everybody gonna be like, what blackmail Raw got on me? What do you know about me?
I mean, it's a much funnier visual if you have it on paper, Raw.
No, I just have certain folders that like certain on my other computer. It just looks like, you ever see someone who has like way too many tabs open on a computer? I have a folder just looks like so many files. Like, can you find anything on it? But a lot of the stuff stays in my brain. So, and I have a good recall of stuff. So I froze for a second.
I see that. The truth came out and Raw's like, I'm having bad internet. Having bad internet. I can't defend myself. My internet's going down.
No, it said your internet is unstable for a second.
Sure. That's what happened, Raw. I'm sure Raw's just unplugging the router real quickly. Oh shit, Slayer's on me.
No, the router's in my living room. So
welcome to the Matt Slayer Misfit Effect, folks.
No, like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm just doing this podcast on my own. So today's topic, Rawstar's filing system.
No. I just keep track of everything.
The strip club that will be unnamed.
Yeah, I didn't name the strip club because of the fact that, we both don't deal with them anymore.
Exactly.
So that's why. That's why my computer just decided to update Goose Duck just now.
Sure, you're blaming.
No, I'm looking at my thing, and the only thing was going was my Steam, and it says one completed thing, and the only thing that was going was Goose Duck. So it
I
just
believe you, Raw. So are we changing subjects then? So you can.
No. I'm just saying what's going on with my computer just now.
I'm assuming the moment we're not talking about this, your internet will work just fine. So
no. When it comes to my system, like, it depends on how much I know I would need on a person. So it's not like I don't just keep track of everybody that I can come in contact with.
Oh, just the people you're assuming you're going to need to blackmail at some point. So Raw assumes that he's going to need to blackmail me at some point. Raw assumes that he's going to need to blackmail CW at some point. I see how it is, Raw. That's kind of fucked up.
So you're like Batman, and we're all you got things to take down the rest of the Justice League.
Exactly.
Just in case.
Exactly. I gotta take down Aquaman if I have to.
Whoa! Who the fuck you calling Aquaman? Who the fuck on this podcast do you think fucks fish? Like, why are you gonna be like, I gotta take down the lamest superhero? Like, I got files on both of you, but I gotta take down the lamest superhero. Like, what? Wow, Rod. I didn't come on here to get insulted.
I just said the first one that came to my brain. And Aquaman was the
first one?
Yeah.
Like, lame fish fucker is the first one that came up.
No, it's probably because I was watching, like, the last superhero movie I watched was Peacemaker, and they kept making those Aquaman jokes the entire time.
Right, Peacemaker would have been a better choice. Not really, but I mean, I don't want to be a muscle-bound moron, but
hey, he did a good job though.
I don't know, Cena was great. The character's a moron.
Yeah, so, but no, but yeah, I just got to keep files. But to go back, what I was saying, as long as the sex worker is, safe with doing what she was doing, I don't care what you do, and that's why, like, if they're walking the street down there on Figueroa, hey, just as long as like no one's going down there, messing them all up with STDs, it's cool.
I agree, and they're there consensually, and they're working as safe as they possibly can.
Yeah,
let the toots keep on tooting.
Make sure you guys stay tested out there. Be clean. I just got tested yesterday. I'm good. So yeah.
So Raw, like, you expecting some action in the near future? That's
You go to talent testing?
No, I didn't go to TCS. I went to Cutting Edge.
Oh yeah, he about to get some action. Right? He wouldn't have paid that for if he wasn't.
No, I just happened to be there.
You about to have an orgy in your house?
I just happened to be there and give them money and
I happened to be in that building, and I said, well, since I'm here, I might as well
spend some money,
some hundreds of bucks.
It's only 169 or something like that.
Oh, it's only 160 that you're not being reimbursed for.
Yeah, as opposed to like free at like somewhere else.
Right. Unless it's around AVN time, I go to the county and get tested for free.
So yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
Shout out LA County.
Shout out Cutting Edge. Rockstar about to get his.
The thing is like
he about to get his froggy wet.
The thing is like I was never put in the system anyway. So I never.
So you just paid.
You're like, I'm gonna spend $160.
No. Like so I could be in that system.
Right.
So you just did it to get you in the system.
Yeah.
Oh,
in case you're gonna need to like show it to a performer that you're gonna hook up with.
Yeah, in the next 2 weeks.
Right.
No, I really just wanted to be in the system since I was there.
Sure.
Get it over with.
It could be like the next month if Raw's gonna go participate in a bukkake or something. They generally take 28-day tests on bukkake scenes. You're gonna go bukkake a girl, Raw?
I mean, I don't plan on it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, like now, like if I want to, I can participate in a few different things, and I have validation.
You went to Cutting Edge.
I mean, good on you. I'm sure they appreciate your business.
I mean, like,
yeah, I'd rather just go to the county roster for free.
Right? The county will give you a printout.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a good minute.
I mean, I wanted to be in the system anyway.
You're gonna get a return.
Right. Well, as I said, like when it's AVN time, I go and like go to TTS and like get the whole like panel so I can have it on my phone and be like, "Yo, girl, game on."
And the thing though is like, but you already were in the system. Both of you two are already in the system. I never went there and got into the system in that system. So
but why do you need to do it right this second? There's no major.
I was there.
Are you flying to Chicago for Exotica?
I was there. I just happened to be there.
And just happened to be there. Just
that doesn't sound like good enough excuse,
right?
CW. I'm just gonna go spend
CW knows I waste money all the time. So
true.
So
you might as well. You might as well set something up. Let's get this Burbank Misfits OnlyFans popping, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not the one on camera.
No, I mean not all.
Well, shit, you want to test? You got to be on camera.
I mean, you can shoot a POV Raw. You don't have to have all you on camera.
Raw star.
No, that's more so CW. He's
Bobby Raw Star's beauties.
He's the talent. I'm just someone who sits back.
Raw, it's 2022. You could change that. You could decide.
Yeah,
it's Raw Stars Day.
No.
Time to Raw to get his willy wet.
Raw, if you're just spending money on random shit, you could just finance a scene.
I could.
That's true.
Yeah, but sometimes that can get expensive depending on who you have.
Well,
in there.
You're the producer. Decide your budget.
Yeah. Be like.
You can't be like, oh my God, it's going to be too expensive. You're the one deciding the budget.
Yep. You'd be like, hey, I got y'all some junior bacon cheeseburgers from Wendy's. That's crafty.
Whoa, I'd kill for that crafty. I have been on sets where it's also like fucking Kroger fucking meat and cheese plates
Oh
man,
like, here's your crackers. Here's your fucking like, pepperoni and salami and like
the first set I was on. The first set I was on, they had a lot of food. They had a lot of pizza and a whole bunch of other stuff.
I mean, I've definitely been on sets with a bunch of pizza, but I've also just been on, and I've been on some sets where like, oh hey, we're actually like ordering off like, getting on Uber Eats and ordering delivery. It very much depends on the budget. And on a Raw Star set, how would we be fed?
I mean, on a Raw Star set, it depends on what my storyline is.
Whoa, you're basing Crafty on the storyline?
Yes. Because if something had to go into someone's butt, I don't want to think it's something that makes them leak.
Well, I mean, generally you should be eating Crafty after the scene anyways. No one wants to be all like fucking food baby and fucking.
I mean, some people eat before the scene though.
Well, that's an amateur fucking move.
So, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if you want to eat on Raw Star set, I can just have CT Fitness cook for us and then have it ready.
There you go. Crafty costs are down. You're cooking. We can get this shit budgeted pretty cheap, man.
Y'all up here trying to make a whole movie. No, I just
don't have to pay the male talent if you're starring, so.
No, like honestly, I just had went to the I was just in the building and I said, well, since I'm here and I've never put my name in the system, I always get tested somewhere else and say I'm clean, whatever. And I'm like, well, since I do plan on going to a few different places already this year or next year, I might as well get this out the way. So I'm already in the system, so whatever. And it wasn't like 169 wasn't that much to me at the moment. So
see, I'm just of the opinion, like, if I can get the same thing for fucking free, I might as well get it for free.
Yeah, but I just like honestly, I just want to put my name get my name in the system, so it's in there.
Yeah, but you can do that anytime. It's not like there's a waiting list to get on.
Yeah, but no, I was just there. I was literally in the building at the time.
Right. How far is the building?
I'm right next to the building.
Right. So it's not.
But I never physically just get up and go there.
But you could.
I was there with a performer who was getting tested, and I said, "Well, since I'm here,
I mean, it's your life, Raw. I'm not here to shame you for it. I'm just weird decisions, man. Weird decisions.
I mean, like if CW can tell you that he's not here, like you don't know if he can hear us or not, but CW can tell you that I'm known for wasting a lot of money for stuff that I don't need.
Fair enough. I mean, you do buy people subscriptions to my Twitch stream, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, see, and that's $5 a pop. And I think I've donated probably about like 12 or 13 of yours, and what's that?
Still less than your test.
15. That's 65 right there.
Still less than your test, and
I've gifted a lot of subs to a lot of people, especially in September when it's September. So I'm not even gonna disclose how many subs I gave out last September. But it was
good on you. Appreciate it.
It was well over 80. So just add that up. So yeah. So, but we have hit our hour. Slayer. Oh, before we do leave, I do have.
I don't think I even finished talking about my podcast. We got so fucking.
Go ahead, talk about your podcast.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just laughing. It's like you started asking me about my podcast, and we just went down a fucking rabbit hole.
Go ahead, talk about your podcast. What all do you talk about on your podcast? We do gotta talk about that.
Oh well, pretty much. The little taste of the madness you got here today, where it's just tangents and goes in random fucking directions, that's a lot of how And Now We Drink goes. It just fucking goes all over the fucking place. Whatever is going on in current events, what we wanted to feel like is you happen to stumble into a bar and you see two people that are having a good old time, having a couple drinks, bullshitting at the end of the bar. That is what we wanted to feel like. So the topics could be sex, drugs, rock and roll, politics, who knows, current events, movies, whatever me and the guest feel like talking about. Fair amount of sex, though. Fair amount.
And I'm telling you right now, I've listened to a few. I was blessed with the opportunity to sit there and watch him record one. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is a very fun, interesting experience depending on who he has on. Because just like our podcast, we don't always just have on performers, so it's always an interesting conversation depending who he has on. CW went AFK. So real quick before we do the ending. Oh, you're here. So before we end, I do have to mention one of our sponsors, the Green Witch LA. If you need to get marijuana, you need to get pipes and everything, anything like that, or you just need to get blazed in any type of way, please go out there and check out their products at the Greenwich .la on Instagram, and go out and check out their products. So real quick, Mr. Slayer, tell them where they can find you.
Oh, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Well, we'll start that over and let you get some post work. You can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. Slayer. You can find the Patreon, which has exclusive And Now We Drink content and a bunch of other random content. Rossar is one of my patrons, which I appreciate the fuck out of you for. At patreon.com/Matt Slayer, there is some other random content that I make that ends up on the Patreon. It's not all And Now We Drink stuff, but the entire video back catalog, including all the episodes that have a bunch of nudity, are on the Patreon. And you can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And that's where you can find me.
Real quick, CW, you there? I think he's gone. Okay, his screen's froze. He needs to get a new.
You can find.
And you're gone. Okay. No. Kinda. You're like going in and out.
Yeah, my phone's about to overheat. Give me an outro.
So you want to find CW, it's CC Fitness LA on Instagram, CC Fitness LA on Twitter. You want to find his website, which is CC Fitness LA, where he is a wonderful trainer over there in North Hollywood, and he has reasonable rates. If you want to follow me, I am at Rawstar, RAWSTARR on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow us really quick. We're Barbaric Misfits on Instagram. I'm sorry, on Twitter and on Facebook. The Barbaric Misfits on Instagram. Yeah, everybody, please check out this wonderful guest we had here, and you see, like, it just went to all craziness. But we really appreciate you coming on, Slayer. This is we record our shows on a Thursday, so I'll see you in a few hours when we do some hobo stuff.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing the community game night tonight. I'm actually gonna be ducking out early because I got a comedy show to go to at 10. So,
all right, that sounds.
I'll be there at launch, and then I will be running the fuck away. I gotta be on the west side at 10 o'clock. So,
all right, well, we'll see you all next week, and peace out.